This is Radio Now 95.3 FM. Come for the news, stay for informed conversations.
The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has issued new guidelines that will see dormant accounts, unclaimed balances and other financial assets transferred to a special account managed by the bank. The new guidelines were announced last Friday and take immediate effect. It affects accounts that have been dormant for up to 10 years and are not subject to litigation or investigation. The CBN says that the monies may be invested in Nigerian Treasury bills and other government securities. For more on this, I'm joined by Mukhtar Mohammed, who's an economist. Good morning and welcome to the conversation, Mr. Mohammed.
Thank you for having me, Nadia.
It's a pleasure to have you on. What do you think about the CBN's move?
Well, the first thing we need to understand that it's not a new move. This act was enacted in 2015. It was supposed to have started since then. But I think the former CBN management team, maybe they didn't fully implement it, or they didn't further with their directive. They didn't go further with the directive. So it's not a new directive. The only new twist to it is now that they said the federal government will invest the money in treasury bill and others for the investors. For the owners of those dormant accounts without any investigation. Some of these dormant accounts, there could be people that have passed on for years and their children have not been able to access those accounts. Some of them don't even know if they have such money in their account. And I think now, when you say you're investing it for them, which law permits the CBN to invest dormant account money? Those are part of the things that the CBN need to come up with clarity. Remember that this is not the first time we are seeing issues like this. They've come up with that with the Security and Exchange Commission at a point. They wanted to invest unclaimed dividend. And there was no law. The shareholders association went to court, and then we saw that they stopped the implementation. So I think what we're seeing is a desperate government that is in need of money, and wherever they can find it, they go for it. Come up with so much laws that are not financially friendly or encourage financial inclusion. All they think about is there money anywhere for us to take and implement project without looking at the legal implication of it. We'll find, they said, if you have 10 years, it's going to affect accounts that have been dormant for 10 years. So I think Nigerians shouldn't start panicking and rushing to the bank. Some people have accounts that they've not really used for 3 months or 4 months or 6 months, and they begin to panic. No, it's only account for 10 years. But there are other issues that will come up with this process that they are trying to embark. The legal side is there and the administrative side is there, because if you invest my money into treasury bill and it's going to be 90 days or 120 days, and we finally want our money, what's going to happen? And how do we approach? Do we wait for you?
Perhaps that's part of where my next question goes is, let's set aside when people want to claim that those funds. There's a question on the idea of investing it. Do you think that it would be more enticing to the people who own these monies? So we'll maybe go a different way than those who had challenged the dividends claims that the government had tried to make previously.
It might not go a different way, because when you say you're investing it, you're investing, let me use the word they used before, unknown, you say unknown soldier. This is unknown money, because you've not, it's a dormant account. The relative of the people were not contacted. The people don't even know if such account exists. Some of these accounts are accounts, I can tell you, for people that have passed on. Then secondly, again, it could be for Nigerians in the diaspora, people that have been in Nigeria maybe 10 years ago, they have not come to Nigeria again. So what do you do? So how do you do that? How do you encourage them? I think the onions lie on the bank now to do due diligence and try to reach out, because some of these people also have phone numbers of email address. I think the bank too have not been up and doing in their own case. I thought they should have been contacting this when you say an account is dormant after 6 months, after 1 year. The right thing to do is to send an email to them and notify the owners of this account that your account is dormant. But what we see happen in Nigerian bank is only when you even go to the bank sometimes, you don't even know your account is dormant. 6 months after you go to the bank to transfer business, and the bank tells you, oh, that account is dormant, you have to reactivate it, you have to come with your utility bill, you have to come with your means of identity, now with NIN, then with so much things that they should have reached out to you. I think the banks also are culpable in this. Also, maybe they also have some benefit. They are benefiting from this money just lying idle. We know that one of the reasons the CBN is giving for this is because some of this money are being used for corrupt tendencies. We've seen issues where people have passed on, bank officials, criminals use those accounts to criminal activity, like transferring money to this account, taking out the money from this account. So, in one way, you could say, okay, it's going to really stem corrupt practice. But what we keep saying is that what is the legal implication? Like you said again, you are investing that money, and are you investing on behalf of the people? Are you going to reach out to the people you're investing it in? What is the return on that money? Is it going to go? Or is it going to go to the owners of that account, or you now begin to say, oh, for helping you to invest it because it was dormant, it's going to be, we're going to charge you administrative charges. So those are part of the things the CBN need to be.
I mean, it's
to be clear about.
And I'm sure that we will get that clarity shortly. Mr. Mohammed, I apologize because of time. We can't explore this further, but thank you so much for your time and your thoughts.
My pleasure always. Thank you for having me.
Our guest, Mukhtar Mohammed, is an economist and an international finance expert speaking to us on the CBN's plans to transfer monies in dormant accounts to a special account which the bank will be managing. The CBN says that there's a possibility that these amounts will be invested in Nigerian treasury bills and other government securities. We'll, of course, pay attention to more on the modalities of accessing this money and bring you updates as we learn of them.
This is Radio Now 95.3 FM. Come for the news, stay for informed conversations.